Good day, everyone. My name is Rochelle U. Timet, taking up Bachelor of Elementary Education at Cagayan State University at Apari. So this time, me and my group members, Ednalyn Sabal and Marinela Makatsyag, will discuss to you the features and other components or subtopics of schools and social institution.
For today, I am going to share to you my knowledge about social institutions. So, when we say social institution, this consists of group of people who come together to achieve a common goals or purpose in life. So, social institution is very important to every nation to know the roles of every individuals, and also it builds a strong social relationships.
Hello everyone. I just want to share you my knowledge about social institution. Social institution is a major area of social life organized to meet human needs. Some example of it are work and economic life. Work is a major area of social life organized to meet human needs in order to earn money. Economic life, it is the barter system that helps to earn credentials to get the goals in life.
Hello, so it's me again, Rochelle U. Time. So this is our PowerPoint presentation discussing about schools and social institutions. Our focus for our presentation is all about social institutions. Are you excited? Please sit back and relax. So first, we will going to define what is social institutions. When we say social institutions, it is a social structures and social mechanisms of social order and cooperation that govern the behavior of its members. It is also a group of social positions connected by social relations performing a social role and institutions in a society that works to socialize the group of people in it. So it is very understood that social institution is the structures and social mechanisms of social order and cooperation that govern the behavior of its members. So me, you, we are part of social institution. Also is a group of social position connected with social relation performing a social role. Now, what are the characteristics of an social institution? According to Police Peace 1996, institutions are purposive, relatively permanent in content, institutions are structured, institutions are a unified structure, and institutions are necessarily value laden. So, institution is a valid important. So, what are the functions of an institution? Institutions simplify social behavior for the individual person, provide ready-made forms of social relations and social roles for individual, act as agencies of coordination and stability for the total culture, and control behavior. So, what are those major social institutions? We have the family, education, religion, economic institutions, and government as social institutions. Actually, the main focus of our presentation should be in education as our social of institutions, but we will going to discuss also the other four major of social institutions. So number one, as I said, is the family. Family is the smallest social institution with the unique function or producing and rearing the young. It is also the basic unit Philippine society and the educational system where the child begins to learn his ABC. The basic agent of socializations because it is here where the individual develops values, behaviors, and ways of life through interaction with members of the family. So, in this time of pandemic, the family plays an important role in the society. So, we cannot go to school. Family plays an important role in educating the students. It is said that in educational system, the child begins to learn the ABC in our home. So, for now, family plays an important role. It's because our parents again will become teachers for our requirements and activities. What are the characteristics of the Filipino family? The family is closely knit and has strong family ties. The Filipino family kinship ties are extended to include the compadre or sponsors. The Filipino family is usually extended one and therefore big. So what are the functions of the family? Reproduction of the race and rearing of the young, cultural transmission or enculturation, socialization of the child, providing affection and a sense of security, providing the environment for personality development and the growth of self-concept in relation to others, and providing social status. Kinds of family according to structure. Conjugal or nuclear family. It is the primary or elementary family consisting of husband, wife, and children. So, nuclear family is defined as parents and their minor children who are living in one roof. Next is consanguine or extended family. It is consists of married couple, their parents, siblings, grandparents, uncles, aunties, and cousin. So it is understood that this kind of family is extend beyond the nuclear family because consisting of parents like father, mother, and their children, aunties, uncles, and cousins are all living in the same household. According to theme of marriage, polyandry, one woman is married to two or more men at the same time. So polyandry is a form of polygamy in which one woman is married to several men. Polygamy, one man is married to two or more women at the same time. Next is synogamy. Two or more men with two or more women is group of marriage. According to descent, patrilocal, when the newly married couple lives with the parents of the husband. Matrilocal, when the newly married couple lives with the parents of the wife. And neolocal, when the newly married pairs maintains a separate household and live by themselves. According to authority, patriarchal, when the father is considered the head and plays a dominant role. Matriarchal, when the mother or female is the head and makes the major decisions. And equalitarian, when both father and mother share in making decisions and are equal in authority. So the next major of social institution is education. When we say education, it is a form of learning in which the knowledge, skills, and habits of a group of people are transferred from one generation to the next through teaching, training, or research. So education is the social institution through which a society teaches its members the skills, knowledge, norms, and values they need to learn to become good, productive members of their society. So, what are the functions of schools? According to McNerney and Herbert 2001, they describe the school as first and foremost a social institution that is established organization having an identifiable structure and a set of functions meant to preserve and extend social order. School is the place of the contemplation of reality, and the task of teachers is to simplest terms to show this reality to students who are naturally eager about them. So schools also plays in what we call social agent of change. So for the intellectual purposes, to teach students the basic cognitive skills such as reading, writing, and mathematics to transmit a specific knowledge. And for the political purposes, to inculcate allegiance to the existing political order or patriotism, to prepare citizens who will participate in the political order, to assimilate diverse cultural groups into political order, and to teach children the basic laws. So, kung meron tayong intellectual purposes and political purposes, we also have a social purpose. For the purpose of school is to socialize children into the various roles, behaviors, and the values of society. We also have economic purpose to prepare students for their latter occupational roles and to select, train, and allocate individuals into the division of labor. So that's all for the family and education. The next major of social institution will be discussed by Ednalyn Sabal.
Good day, everyone. I'm here to present to you the third basic social institution, which is religion. So, first, what is religion? It is the belief and worship of superhuman controlling power, especially a personal god or gods. So, all of us have the freedom to choose our religion and believe with the existence of God. A particular system of faith and worship is also known as a religion. Religion is an unbeatable and most important social institution, and it is universal in nature. So, when we say religion is universal, it means that this is applicable or done by all people around the world. Religion is a thought process which influences minds of people, and it has three aspects, which are rituals, beliefs, and code of conduct. Also, religion is a main means of social control as well as a reason for social conflict as well. So now I will be discussing the three aspects of religion. First one is rituals. Rituals is ceremonies or festivals to express the beliefs. For example, praying, chanting, eating some kind of food. Islam and Muslims are a religion who practice fasting. Christians do not eat meat on Friday during Lent, and also some countries decided to do fasting days as penitence after calamities such as wars and epidemics. Fasting has been around for centuries and will continue to be a regular practice for many cultures in the future. Next one is beliefs. Faith upon religion by a community of believers, trust, faith, or confidence in something called God or supernatural entity. For example, in Islam, women should cover head or whole body. The reason why they should cover their head or whole body, it is because they maintain the modesty and privacy from unrelated males. Code of conduct, methods of worshipping, set of symbols, methods of living a way of life. Each religion has the following sub-organization. Established religious organization on belief. For example, Islamic organization, Jewish organization, Buddhist and Christian organizations. Religious sects is a religious group that is subset of religion that typically share the same beliefs. Cults. According to the dictionary, cults is a system of religious veneration and devotion directed toward a particular figure or object. Roles of religion in society. There are many types of religious organizations such as Islamic organization, Jewish organization, Buddhist, and Christian organizations. They have a very strong grip of society and they have a very close ties with the political institution. In other words, according to Durkheim, religion provides social cohesion to help maintain social solidarity through shared rituals and beliefs. So, before I will end this presentation, I want to share to you guys the famous quote of Mr. Sri Chinmoy that if we live in our oneness heart, we will feel in essence of all religious, which is the love of God. Forgiveness, compassion, tolerance, brotherhood, and the feeling of oneness are the sign of a true religion. That's the end of my presentation about the third social institution, which is religion. And the next type of social institution will be discussed by Marinela Makachag. Marinela, the floor is yours.
Hello everyone. I just want to share you the topic about economic institutions. First, what is economy? Economy, it is a network of commercial organizations that determine how goods and services are produced, generated, distributed, and purchased. Examples are producers, manufacturers, retailers, wholesalers, and buyers. Functions of economic institutions. First, reciprocity. Second, transfer and redistribution. Third, market transactions. Fourth, market and estate. What is reciprocity? Reciprocity is the chain of giving, receiving, and repaying goods and services. In sociology, it is defined as the system of voluntary exchange between individuals based on the understanding that the giving of favor by one will be reciprocated either to the giver or someone else. Are you familiar with the word give exchange or barter? You can connect it with reciprocity to understand it easily. Example is, Filipinos practice utang na loob. This act is part of our own culture. When a person showed you an act of kindness or favor, it is a must for Filipino to return the favor. There are three types of reciprocity: generalized, balanced, and negative. Generalized reciprocity is giving out of something without anticipation of an instant return. It is the true gift, due to the obligation to reciprocate. The exchange of equally valuable goods, repressed by the social side and debts, is avoided. The time of return gift is indefinite and not qualified in quantity or quality. Next is balanced reciprocity, is giving out of something with the anticipation of immediate return. So it is a direct exchange of customary equivalents without delay of forms of gift exchange that is dominated by material exchange and individual interest. Third is the negative reciprocity, occurs when the exchange of something already involves taking advantage of someone or the situation. Most of the time, this type of exchange involves treachery, intimidation, or hard bargaining. It can be described as theft because of impersonal form of exchange with interested parties. Transfer and redistribution. Government transfer or transfer payment are payments that are made without any good or service being received. If you work in government, then if you retire, you will get a benefits. Example it, public spending such as pensions and welfare benefits. Donations and prizes to lottery winners are also transferred but mostly come from the private sector. One form of transferring wealth and income is by redistributing it. Market transactions is basically the system of exchange in market. It is when goods and services are traded and bartered among individuals within their market and society. Also called financial transactions. Buyers and sellers exchange with one another items of value like information, goods, and services. It leads to economic production. Markets are represented by physical locations where transactions are made. The last basic social institution is the political institution. What is political institutions? It is the institutions which are related to state, government, and politics. Political parties, pressure groups, lobbies, government offices, court, establishment are all directly or indirectly related to policy making of the government. Hence, they are known as political institutions because they directly design the political environment. Political institutions are concerned with the distribution of power in the society. There are two concepts of political institution. Concept of power. This influences the actions, beliefs, or behavior of others. Second is the concept of authority, perceived as legitimate by the social structure. Political institutions encourage people to participate in government activities directly or indirectly. People can participate in the decisions of government by being the member of these government institutions. Nature and scope. Political parties, pressure groups, lobbies are extra-constitutional in nature. Government offices, government institutions, and court establishment either execute the policies of the government or give the judgment of the government policies. Hence, they are constitution in nature. Scope. Encourage public participation. Public can influence the decision by either participating in constitutional institutions or by participating in extra-constitutional institutions. Functions of political institutions. First is to encourage public participation. Second, to influence the government policies. Third, to study the problems before state and government. Fourth, to execute special control. Fifth, to execute government policies. That's all. Thank you for listening.